Welcome, dear students, to P.N.AMERSEY e-learning classes. My dear children, today we shall start with a new chapter and topic of moral science, that is chapter number 9, Praying to God. So, people pray to God in different ways. Some people pray in temples, mosques, gurudwaras, and churches, while some pray in their homes. Some organize large meetings, while some prefer to keep their prayers private. No matter whichever way you choose, if your heart is pure, God will accept your prayers. So, in this chapter, we are going to explore about the story of a king who is the king of Kanchipuram and a person who was a devotee of Lord Shiva. So, King Koman of Kanchipuram had a dream. He wanted to build a great temple for Lord Shiva. He was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. He began the temple building work, but it took many years to complete. Many workers and sculptors worked day and night on the temple. The best stone and the finest wood were brought to build the temple. Now the grand temple was ready. The king set an auspicious date for the first puja in the temple. On that day, the deity of the god was to be installed in the temple. Famous saints, scholars, kings, and queens were invited to attend the grand function. The temple soon became famous, and king who built it became famous too. Naturally, King Koman was very happy. The night before the grand function, Lord Shiva appeared in the king's dream and said, "You must change the date of the function. I cannot be at your temple tomorrow. I have to go to another temple to honor my great devotee Pusalan of Nindravur." The king woke up puzzled. He was shocked to hear the dream from the Lord Shiva. He called his courtiers and asked them, "Who is Pusalan?" No one seemed to know him. The king decided to go to Nindravur himself to meet Pusalan, because of whom the Lord was giving the royal function a mess. "I must meet this great man," the king said to himself. Soon the king found Pusalan on the wayside, lost in prayer. There was no temple inside. "Where is your temple?" the king asked him. So the king was shocked to see the dream which was conveyed by Lord Shiva, that the grand function was kept for the Lord Shiva and the opening of the temple was there, and so many saints and scholars were there to attend the grand function. But in the dream, what the Lord Shiva said? The Lord Shiva said that, "I will not come on this date, you have to change the date of the temple." So, what happened? The king was puzzled and surprised to hear this from Lord Shiva. What he heard? He said, the Lord Shiva said to king that he wanted to meet his devotee who was in Nindravur, and the name of the devotee was Pusalan. So what the king did? The king said his courtiers and asked them to find out who is the person he wanted to meet, the great man. Soon the king found Pusalan on the wayside, lost in the prayer. There was no temple in sight. "Where is your temple?" the king asked him. The Pusalan smiled and said, "My temple is in my heart." The king looked puzzled, so Pusalan explained, "I wanted to build a temple for my Lord Shiva, but I did not have the money, so I built the temple in my heart and mind. I planned and designed it. It has a gopuram, mandaps, halls, kunds, decorated walls, and sanctum sanctorum. This temple is in my mind and my heart. Soon I shall open it and place my deity in it." Deity means my lovable and beloved God. Now the king understood why Lord Shiva gave more importance to Pusalan's devotion than his. He realized that a grand show of worship was not important. God asked for only the devotee's love and devotion and gives his blessings to him. So in this chapter you can see that the Pusalan, who was a person who was not rich as the king, right? But he did his prayers and he kept the Lord Shiva in his heart and his mind. So the king know now that that Pusalan devotion was more greater than the king's devotion, and God only asked the devotee's love and devotion, not the grand function or the money or wealth you have. So, this chapter is related to devotion, and the moral value of the chapter is devotion. Devotion is what? Devotion is defined as loyalty, love, and practicing and believing in a specific region, or you can say religion. It means a commitment or dedication to some purpose, and it is a prayer which is offered to God, and you should be always grateful to God whatever you have got in your life. So children, hope you like this video. Thank you children. Stay home, stay safe.